Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be an update for the Graveyard Project Pan. No, your eyes do not deceive you. I am posting this an entire month late. I just can't seem to get my shit together when it comes to YouTube because I have so much going on elsewhere. And it breaks my heart because I love this space so much, but I didn't want to just entirely skip the first update and wait until the end of August. So hopefully you'll be getting an update still at the end of August because I feel like I can have a few more things moved out by then. But we are doing technically the first update, which should have gone up on June 30th today. The Graveyard Project Pan is a project that I created because I'm so bad at project panning. That is literally how the Graveyard Project Pan was born, a way to pull back those products that you have put away that weren't successful, that you just needed a break from, and give it another try. Work on it a little bit more, even if it's a usage goal, just not have those things lingering and gathering dust. There are two product categories in this project pan. The first are the resurrection products, the products that have been in projects before. Maybe they were really challenging. Maybe you had them in a project before for 10 uses and now you want to hit pan or finish. You can set your own goals. The second product category is collecting cobwebs, so a product that is nearing its expiration date, a product that you are neglecting, things like that. I have 6 products in this project pan. You can choose anywhere from 5 to 10, totally up to you. And I'm going to not ramble on too much and keep this project pan update short and sweet. We're going to start off with my resurrection products. And of course we need to start off with the mascot of the Graveyard Project Pan. This is my ModelCo Peach Bellini blush. It has been in every single year and it's still not gone. We did have a casualty. I opened up my makeup bag one day to this. Before I took the picture, I kind of pushed the pieces back in a little bit. I did not drop this. I didn't toss it into my makeup bag. I didn't toss around my makeup bag itself. I have no idea how this happens, except that it's just fragile and old. This is the literal oldest makeup product in my entire collection. And I have a goal to use this 20 more times. I need to just give myself bite-sized bits with this product because I will get burnt out on it so easily. It is a peachy pink with a gold shimmer, very much like NARS Orgasm, and it's just not a shade that is my absolute favorite. I do have it on today and it is very shiny glowy, which I do love a glowy blush, but I feel like it's losing some of the pigment of the peachy pinkness and I'm getting a lot of the gold shimmerness. Does that make any sense? Maybe it'll be better now that I just dry repressed it. I just took a paper towel and like smushed it in as best I could. I did not add any alcohol or anything like that, so I'm not sure how stable this product is. We have lost the pan that was there, which was devastating to me. That's me being dramatic, of course, but I was really sad to lose the pan because that took a lot of hard work. But I have used this 13 out of 20 uses for this project. I am reaching for it here and there. And now I guess I will be working towards hitting pan again. Maybe this time I can hit pan in the center instead of on the side. I have a goal to finish my Pharmacy Honey Potion face mask. This tiny guy is the oldest face mask in my collection and it's only 9 grams of product. It is over halfway gone, but I've only reached for it one single time in the 3 months that it's been in a project, which is typical for me. And this face mask, I just don't really feel like it does anything. It doesn't do any harm. It is hydrating, I guess, which is its main purpose. I'm kind of stuttering, sorry. But for some reason, I cannot just throw it out. So I need to get this done before the end of this project. I would say there's about 1/3 left, so maybe 2 face masks. I'm sure I can do that, right? And lastly, in this category, I have my Bodyography Heatherberry lip pencil. This was in my whole collection project pan years ago, in which I used it over 100 times. I haven't been tracking like each use. I'm just going to be measuring it for this project, but this is the lip liner I wear almost every single day, as long as I'm wearing a nude. This is like a mauve shade, and my goal is to get down to the lettering. And I do have this on my paper here, so I will pop up a picture. This ain't going nowhere. This is going to last 100 years. I have sharpened this probably 4 times and there's like no progress. I don't understand, but I will just keep on using this until the end of the project, I guess. Hopping in to my collecting cobwebs category, the first item is my oldest setting spray that I had in my collection. I've had this for a couple years now. It was time to finish it off. That was my goal, and I have successfully done so. I did start here. This has been the setting spray I've been working on since the beginning of the year pretty much. Just it hadn't been in a project until rolling it into this one, so I was able to easily finish off the last 3/4 of an inch of product in here. So this is an empty, and that feels really good. We will be replacing that in today's video. Next, another Smashbox product. This is one of my oldest creamer liquid products in my entire collection. This is the Smashbox Always Sharp Waterproof Kohl Liner in the shade Penny Lane, and I have made really good progress. There is no way to actually measure this. However, as we discovered last time, I discovered how to scroll this up a bit, and just the tiny little round nub at the very top, that's all there is left. Just flattening this down to the packaging is all that I have left in here. It does not move up anymore. I know it says to like, but that never worked. It still does not move. Like that's it. That is it. I don't know if you can even see that round little bit at the very top is all there is left. This will for sure be empty in like the next week, but we'll see that as an empty for update number 2, which is very exciting. And lastly, another one of the very oldest products in my collection. This must be my oldest lipstick. I'm trying to think. I think it is, because I finished off my Tarte lipstick earlier this year, and I think this was second to that. This is Colourpop Poppin, a matte X lipstick. And I had a goal to use this 5 times before saying goodbye to it. It is the base of my lip today. It is a hot, hot pink, and I'm happy to say I used this 5 times, and I am sad to see it go because I love the Matte X formula from Colourpop, and I think this is a really fun shade, and I don't even know if I have another truly hot pink in my collection, but it's time. This is so dry and crumbly now. I don't know if you will even be able to see like the crumbly bits on the top. Like the Matte X formula is a bit on the drier side to begin with because it is so matte, but this is like dried out old lipstick. It's time for it to go. I give it 5 more uses as its last hurrah, and now I feel comfortable letting it go. I don't feel any guilt. I've had that for longer than I've had Wyatt, and Wyatt is 8 years old. Yeah, so it's time for that to go, which means we will be rolling out this lipstick. This is getting decluttered, this is saying goodbye, and we have an empty, which is really great. So we have to replace 2 products in my collecting cobwebs category if I want to keep things even. I'm not too fussed either way, but I chose not my oldest concealer, but a concealer that's starting to look a little sus. So I want to determine, has it actually expired? Can I get more use out of this? How are we feeling? This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Not a favorite. I'm I am down to here, so I have made progress on this, but can you see how the color, like the pigment in it, is looking a little strange? It's not all separated like oily, but even when I stir it, it's just not mixing the best. It does smell a little bit like nail polish, but I feel like it always has. We'll see. I would like to use this 10 times, but really the goal of this is to determine if it has expired. If it has not expired, I will use it the 10 times. If I use it once or twice and think I don't feel comfortable putting this that close to my eyeballs, we will be decluttering it. So I think that's a good way to go about the collecting cobwebs category a little bit as well, is that has been neglected. That does look like maybe it has expired. I should use it a couple times to make sure, because I'm not going to choose out this product looking like that just on my regular everyday makeup routine. So I kind of need to force myself, trick myself into using it. Then to replace my oldest lipstick, I was just going to kind of like go down the line, but then I realized I haven't really been working on my liquid lipsticks. So what were my oldest ones there? And they're more Colourpop. And I couldn't decide. I think I got all three of these together, or at least very close together. I have Times Square, which is one of the Ultra Mattes. This has been in a project before, so it could have fit into the Resurrection category. Maybe all of these have, I'm not sure. And then I have two that were in collaboration with Kathleen Lights, but these are the Ultra Satins. I have November and Alyssa, and these two look like more springy shades, and this is kind of a darker nude once it dries down on me. I kind of wanted to do 5 uses on each, but maybe that's a bit much. I'm going to do 3 uses on each. I feel like all 3 of these will go really well with my lip pencil. And just see where that gets me. 3 uses on each. I mean, I should have just chosen 1 and done 5 uses, but again, these are super old, my collection. Are these worth keeping? Are these worth panning? Do I even like the color, like the formula? All those sorts of things is what I'm trying to determine. And like, I enjoyed wearing this, even though it was dry and crumbly. I like the color. But I also realized like its time has come. We're done with you. And I want to discover the same about these potentially. See where we're at. I don't know. I'm eyeballing November the most. This looks like a good color. I'm just rambling at this point. But these really old crusty makeup products are being rolled into my collecting cobwebs category for this project pan. Am I losing my mind? Maybe. Should I swatch these? Probably. Here are the swatches. We have November, Alyssa, and then Times Square. Alyssa and Times Square look very similar, but they are different formulas. And now that I'm looking at them some more, even November is the one that my eye catches on the most, but when it's swatched, I'm like, will I even like that shade on my lips anymore? They are very old, but they also seem a little bit like maybe dated colors. So maybe I won't even be into the shades anymore. We shall see. I will say when I swatched Times Square, there was a dried up crusty chunk that came out on the wand. So I think we know where this is going, but in order for me to let go of things, I need to just come to these conclusions on my own, as crazy as that sounds. But that is everything for my Graveyard Project Pan update. My apologies that this did not go up on June 30th as it should have, but I'm here now. I will try and show up for you at the end of August as well. I hope you guys are enjoying this project. I love seeing everyone's updates. Thank you so much for the continued support on both this project and Deck of Panning. I love you all so much. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that I know, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!